This is a story about a person who loves Balenciaga, Fendi and flexing on social media, but most of all she loves other people's money. Shamina, who knew her from college. She knew her as Mariam. They became friends on Facebook. Shamina posted a status that she was in a bad place and then reached out to
her. Shamina shared with Mariam that her grandmother had just a few months to live and she was going to see her in Jamaica. At that point Mariam asked, "Have you purchased the ticket?" and Shamina said, "My mum is paying for it." Shamina went and said, "I can get a discount for it." Mariam says her work allows her. Shamina shared with Mariam that her grandmother had just a few months to live and she was going to see her in Jamaica. At that point Mariam asked, "Have you purchased the ticket?" and Shamina said, "My mum is paying for it." Shamina went and said, "I can get a discount for it." Mariam says her work allows her. Vodafone invoice. It had a East London address on it. Invoice was addressed to her husband. She was thinking to herself she doesn't have any property in East London. Then she saw Mariam address and went to that address. A woman answered the door and she knew it was not Mariam because she was a lot similar to Tamara age. However, she lied and said she was Mariam. Tamara was at the right addresses. Mariam was not home. Later she found that her husband transferred money to Mariam from their joint account. She went to the company's house and reported Mariam pricing a dossier to get all the information. Look at the names, the discrepancies. She will sometimes switch her name to Nopapambula. Tamara put in a thread, "Have you ever been a victim of Mariam or Nopapambula?" She was under the name Claire Reynolds, so many names came out that they have been frauded. Tamara found an article in an Italian newspaper. In April 2011, plainclothes police in Milan followed the movements of 5 girls aged between 22 and 25 years. The ringleader and Apapa, they were armed with cloned credit cards, were targeting luxury boutiques. Mariam wanted to get €8,000 Rolex, Dior glasses, Dior shoes and Gucci watch. Eventually, she wound up in prison. She meets Elimam in Spain prison. She was due to be released, but she was bilingual, so she was able to actually translate for my mum from English to Spain and vice versa. Ellie has been left caring for her severely disabled sister, with Mariam's help. Her mum was trying to arrange bail. A few days later, Ellie got a call that her mum got bail and she was being released. "If we can get this money." Ellie was told bail was £10,000. She could believe what she was hearing. It was Charlene to secure bail. Ellie needed £5,600. Charlene texted, "Help, her mum was trying to arrange bail." A few days later, Ellie got a call that her mum got bail and she was being released. "If we can get this money." Ellie was told bail was £10,000. She could believe what she was hearing. It was Charlene to secure bail. Ellie needed £5,600. Charlene texted, "Shoes that were funded with stolen money," says Tamara. Shamina says they were falling for a scammer. They took this allegation to the police. She has been arrested and she is in prison by Christmas. In May 2015, Mariam pleaded guilty to 5 counts of fraud. She was also pregnant while waiting for trial. Mariam turned it into an opportunity. Mariam apparently twisted the story, saying it was her boyfriend doing fraud and how all she wants to do is help women in her life, talking about the improvements she has made. Emma met Mariam in 2015. 2016 they decided to go into business together. Mariam started setting demands for marketing, product design and photo shoots. She did not know about the conviction she had outside of the UK. However, Emma had given Mariam thousands. She was exposed as a con artist on Daily Telegraph. This time when Mariam came back, she went to SPAC Nation as senior pastor in a church called SPAC Nation. Sarah says Mariam made her take out a 5K loan. She met Mariam 3 weeks after she started SPAC Nation, along with living with Mariam. By the time Sarah left SPAC Nation, it caught the attention of the police and the media. On Panorama they were investigating the church on fraud allegations. Mariam House was supposed to be a safe place and was for vulnerable teens. However, She started asking them for money according to